Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. We're in the studio. It's episode
Yes,
111.
111.
Yeah.
So Sid, you're pretty chirpy. What's
I'm
up?
super excited. I actually I don't really work tomorrow. I do half a day, but I don't. So I'm excited. Long weekend.
Yeah. What are you doing? That's so special.
That's so special.
Share.
I knew I'd get cornered. I'm going to the Saito Super Arena, which is the biggest stadium in all of Japan.
Really?
And I'm going to watch the Girls' Generation concert.
Why don't you tell people who's Girls' Generation?
Everybody knows who Girls' Generation is. We talked about them on the show before. Yeah. They're the K-pop group, 9 girls. They sing, they dance.
And Sid is the ultimate fan.
No, not really. But
he has the Blu-ray.
Because I purchased the CD when it came out. It came with a QR code you could scan, and you could win a chance to apply to buy tickets. So my friend wanted to go, so I gave him all the information, and he applied, and we won our chance to purchase tickets. So we purchased tickets, and
you're going.
I'm going.
It's exciting.
I'm not gonna buy any T-shirts or anything.
That's what he says now.
Yeah, I'll come back.
You'll be wearing a skirt when you come back.
The banner and the glow stick and
screaming.
No, it's not gonna be. Not gonna be like when I go to the metal shows. No mosh pits, no fights. But yeah.
What's the plan today?
Well, the plan is today that there's nothing new to show in the way of Gundam because we don't have any news. Gundam kits are arriving for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk about Patlabor.
Patlabor, a great anime.
Line of stuff. Yeah. We've got some kits here. We're going to go into depth on the Patlabor line.
Sweet.
And we're also going to talk about your little Destroid Phalanx there, and I understand that you've destroyed it even more.
I destroyed it even more.
Yeah.
And why don't I set up and we just take a closer look?
Sure, sounds good.
So Sid,
yeah,
I continue to do some battle damage.
I was going to say he looks significantly more damaged than when I saw him last.
Well, this was a good practice ground, and also I wanted some like really big, like serious holes.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with them. And also I damaged up the, I don't know if you can see this very well, but so the bullets hit here and kind of also went along here and up the side.
Yep.
Just to, make it more authentic.
Yeah.
Also, I did this is my favorite one. It's like the bullet striking the edge and just kind of shaving off part of
it's a huge blast around.
Yeah, it's like some freaking noob jet pilot in BF3. But what I'm going to do next, ladies and gentlemen, is surface primer.
Dun 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 dun.
You know what that means?
That means we got to go outside.
Yep, we got to watch Ryan trying to spray in the wind.
You know, it wasn't that windy when we were out there last.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's still the same.
So let's get to it.
All right.
So we're outside the HLJ warehouse, ready to get our primer on.
Get my primer on.
So I have my primer, I have my plastic bag, which you can see here, full cavity search kit. I don't want to get primer on my hands. So it's actually not a windy day. I think a few times we've been out here, it's been crazy windy. So let me pick up one of these guys.
Take the lid off your can first.
Yeah, take the lid off my can first. Now, you should shake your can for a minute. Now, I guess when you see this, the following episode of Boss Builds, Brian does spraying as well. He's got a lot of good tips. Watch that. All I heard was 1 minute. And he said you should start off, like spray. Don't stop spraying on your plastic or whatever. You okay this, Sid?
Okay.
Okay, this is the moment of truth. Okay. I remember my tank. Remember that Gundam tank? That was freaking awesome. I think I'm getting spray on you, aren't I, Sid?
No, it's okay.
Just, okay?
The front of it, don't forget that.
And I think I just made a boo-boo. I should open the front. That's okay, I'll fix that later. Trying to get in all these crevices as well. It looks
fine.
Looks fine. Well, there's all the cheeses. Those are so much more obvious now, aren't they?
Yeah, this primer really helps highlight different areas.
Yeah. Maybe I was a bit heavy with the primer. But let me grab the next piece. Okay, so let's paint the torso and the head and our little antennae. Okay, let's
Have you ever seen the movie Ants, Ryan?
Yeah. I know in the comments everyone's gonna be like, oh, you were too close, you were too far, you used too much, whatever, and I'm ready for those kind of comments. I'm not the cleanest sprayer.
You don't have to do it at one time.
How many layers of primer would one normally put? 2 layers or just 1? Yeah. Okay, well let me just leave it there and I'll then have a closer look. But let me do the rest and we'll jump back in the office and continue.
Well, luckily, Ryan, we had some good weather for your little endeavor there.
So I'll let it dry and you'll see it next episode.
Cool, sounds good.
Now we're gonna hit the Patlabor.
We're gonna hit the Patlabor land, and I brought a few kits here. You can see we've got the number 1, number 2, number 2. Now, Ryan, you've watched Patlabor, of course.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I watched the movies. I never
think
watched
for a lot of foreigners,
yeah,
it's their first exposure to like Japanese anime.
Yeah.
For me, it was Akira, of course. But I had a roommate who I lived with at one point when I was young, way back when. And he loved Patlabor. He loved it. You know,
no, it was a TV series, yeah. I watched the movies, I think.
Yeah, I watched the movies as well.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, when they finally were releasing them again on like saved DVD format and Blu-ray format again. Big promotions. Everybody gets back in the Patlabor love. And well, we've got the 1 and 2, and we're gonna have a look at the 3. I've got that here as well.
Okay, you did some building, yeah.
And I thought we'd just throw this. I'll show the Griffin. Now, these are quite a bit different than Master Grades.
Yeah.
This is from 2001, and I think around the time Master Grades were similar. Yeah. But from what we've shown on the show, this is actually quite a bit different. And we're going to open up these boxes, and we're going to show you why. So here's the Ingram. This is the first, number 1, Ingram number 1. This is like Japan's answer to RoboCop, kind of Gundam / RoboCop combo. Let's open it up and actually have a look inside and what makes this kind of unique. And right away you can see that it has these really, really spongy, plastic rubbery parts that are meant to go for the joints. So I'll talk about these a little bit more. Also, flipping this over, if you can see the frame parts, you see that there's quite a few holes in each section here. Yeah. This kit actually uses screws. Quite a lot of them too. Oh. Here they are in this little baggie. Got a baggie. So you can see we actually have 2 bags of screws. You have ones that come with washers, and then you have these ones here just by themselves here, but some of them have
there's a lot of screws.
Yeah, there's a lot of screws involved in this kit, as well as this little wire.
There's a cable.
We'll talk about that as well. So I didn't build the Ingram 1, but I spent some time last night building the Ingram 3, and let me show you what I got so far. There he is. Now let's talk about this guy in some depth. Here's my Ingram 3, Ryan. Not bad, eh?
Very cool.
It's like one badass police machine with the black and white
color scheme. Yeah, I love these fins.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to talk about you know, how he goes together and stuff like that. I'm going to pop the head off of this guy. Okay. Because I want to show you actually inside here. There's the cockpit.
Hey, it's the Stig. What the hell's he doing in there?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's in there. Actually, you have to assemble him and then put him on that chair and then build the frame or build the armor right around him. So you have these parts will move. You have to push them all the way. And this is, of course, the rubber part. All the joints have this rubber part, but he hides in there quite nicely. This door opens and whatever else. And now you can see he's fully articulate, but he doesn't have the same kind of Gundam joints that we're used to seeing on the show, simply because at the time that they made this kit, you know, 2001 or whatnot, they were using screws for the joints, and I actually left this guy unarmored on this side, so you can see all the screws in here. You know, there's 2 in here, there's 1 on here, and there's 1 back here, and there's also going to show you the arm here. Now here's the arm, and I'll take off the shoulder joint here. There's that 1 screw that allows it to hold together. And now to get you a look inside this arm. I'll pop this off. You can see here's where the wire went.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
It's
cool.
actually kind of cool, you know, the wiring inside a machine. That is cool, except you only do it to this arm. You don't do it to the other arm for some reason. But apparently this is made to slide out. I haven't played with that part yet. And then here's the screws with the washers. And they actually create this this double joint here. So you can get quite a bit of motion from your arm. And I'll just lock this up here to hold those wires in place here. When it comes to using these plastic parts, the manual is very specific because you need to say put it onto a joint and then clasp it down with some armor parts and then move some other parts around just to get it inside there. Let's see if I can get this right here first try. I think this goes like this way and this comes up this way. It kind of hides it, right? There he is. So now with that joint I can just drop this on here. And I will have my other arm. And then I can just plug this baby in. But there is actually other parts that go on here. And then you will take all this armor off. And I just put this on to get the look. And one thing I want to mention when building this though is that when you get to say this part, putting this together, this piece here, it can be a little difficult to work around because it's made to be assembled as part of this, but it also has to be assembled as part of the torso. And what I found is that when I went through the manual and I did this first, it was really difficult to put all the armor on and secure this rubber piece in position on the torso. So I actually had to take the manual and work backwards. So actually, I actually built the torso first, securing this in there, and then from there I can, you know, work on. Hold on, let me pull this off here. I don't have all my little clear parts on yet. I left those off just for now. I was doing the rudimentary test build here, so it goes like this. This is supposed to actually go on here, like so.
Oh, okay.
And then this part is actually supposed to kind of hold it in place.
So you assemble it all together.
You can see it kind of fits in this hollow here. Yeah. So by doing it this way, it's a lot easier to get it into the groove where it's supposed to be. Of course, that means, however, that the next step you're doing is putting it on like this and then lining it up. But once you tackle it from this area, it becomes much easier. And this is probably my biggest gripe with this kit. I mean, when you have these screws and you have these good joints, you know, they're all held together by screws, but you have this torso connection here and there's no screw, it can get a little shady. It can come a little hairy. Can come loose a little bit, but yeah, once you snap them on there. So I'm gonna actually gonna play around with them a little bit more. But I left the armor off of this leg because I wanted to show everybody this little gimmick here. Now you can see that this little gimmick, this moves up and down, and it doesn't appear on this leg. So what's this for? Would you want to hazard a guess, Ryan, what this is for?
I have an idea.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's a weapon.
Close. Yeah, it's actually what holds the weapon. See, here's his revolver.
Yeah.
Futuristic RoboCop carries a 44 Magnum. It's apparently the size
like
of
the biggest bullets
torso.
ever.
Yeah. Imagine that round that thing shoots. But you actually just kind of plug it into here, and it's held there, and then you can actually pop it out. And take it out, RoboCop style. Yeah.
It's pretty low down on the leg, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty low down on the leg, but I mean, I'm sure his arm can reach it.
Yeah, he can
Here's
reach
his
it.
arm. Time to go. Oh,
Talking to me, punk.
That's right. Feeling it's your lucky day or something.
I have 23 bullets left in my gun.
That's right. Yeah, so anybody who is curious about the Patlabor kits here, you can see it's not a huge departure from what you're used to, but you're going to need a screwdriver, and you're going to need to spend some time monkeying around with some of these rubber parts. But once you get on with that, it's actually quite cool.
You get a huge revolver.
You get a huge revolver. You actually get a shield, and then you also get all the markings that you're going to need. Here, I'll show you the box again.
Do you get his rhythm stick as well?
All the Japanese police markings, you're going to get all those.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you this as well. The badge for his chest here.
It's the police.
The badge. It actually comes with a separate kind of gold part. You'll slap that baby on there. And then the clear parts for the siren, or the lights. It's actually pretty cool. I really like it. It was good actually being able to put it together because you know, I'm a big fan of Patlabor, so assembling the robot itself reminded me of the film. So yeah, there's my Patlabor.
Sweet.
And with the stiffness of the joints, he's going to be able to stay pretty solid. No, you laugh, but that's actually made to do that because all the joints, the actual joints, are actually screws and whatnot. So you can get some under fire, pull out my revolver poses from this guy, and it does remind me of the Gundams from around 2000. So it is cool. Okay, Ryan, that was like a Patlabor in a nutshell. Right there.
Okay.
Cheat sheet.
What about those shiny gold kits?
Oh yeah, you notice these, eh? Actually, I brought these out. I'm going to throw them on the show.
Okay.
In a previous episode, after our What is Master Grade episode, I mentioned a nominated kit you guys want to talk about. We'll discuss the good things, the bad things about it. A lot of people, they mentioned the original Master Grade G Gundam.
Yeah.
They said it was one of the first to have like that completely posable inner frame and was able to create lots of poses from the anime without an action basis and things like that. And it's true. It is. But I actually decided to bring this on the show today because we've got the special gold issues here. The gold. This is actually their hyper mode. They go into hyper mode on the anime. Okay. So here's the G Gundam, and here's the Master Gundam. And these are not produced that often simply because with the extra finish, the price point is higher. Yes. But I figured while we actually have these on our shelves, let's get these on the show.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to open these babies up right now.
Okay.
So hyper mode and G Gundam, God Gundam, and Master Gundam, they're both here. And this means that they're gold. I love gold. And you can see, I like actually this box shot here shows the difference.
Yeah, this
tones.
Looks mad.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. And of course, it comes with the little characters here. Similar to this guy, here's the God Gundam. We'll show you the box shots. Now the thing about the God Gundam we mentioned is that Bandai made this frame so that's capable of performing these kind of kicks like you see it perform in the show.
Oh, okay.
You can do the high kick and whatnot. Let's just open this up and see what the gold looks like. See, there it is, gold, not finished. No, I'm just kidding. Gold. As kind of campy as some of these extra finish kits are, I really do like the gold finishes on these kits. I think they're really cool. Gold. And now with the G Gundam here, you get the main character here doing his fighting pose, as well as a little stand for him to stand on. So you kind of have to assemble the main character as well. And now here's the polycaps that are included in the build, which allow it to get all super flexible. Now while the armor is this great gold color, the frame is not quite the same. It is gold, but it's not the extra finish.
It's like a matte.
Yeah, you can see it's just the plastic. It's just colored plastic, so no extra finish there. But you can see that there's screws in here.
Like screws in Gundam, is that?
Like a lot of the old Master Grade kits, screws. Screw you, Bandai said. Okay. And that wraps up the Hyper Gundams. I'll show them now. You had a chance to view them in the wild before they head off. Alright, Ryan, I'm going to put these back in the corner and then I'll put them back on the shelf so the lucky customer can purchase them.
Yes.
Enjoy the gold.
And just in case nobody knows, we're sponsored by HLJ.com.
Yeah, so you can find them there. There'll be links on the videos and whatever else.
Just to remind everyone out there who has forgotten.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, promotions manager. Would you read the comments?
There were a few comments on YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys say it so much. Well, we still get questions. Where can I buy Gundam?
Yeah, we do. Can I buy from you? And how much is shipping?
Yeah.
We get those
how much is shipping? Yeah. Roll the dice. Alvin Wong. Hi there.
Number one. Hi there. Hi there, Alvin.
I was wondering if you guys have any news on the upcoming MGL Strike remaster version. Would like to find out if the launcher / Sword Strike pack is the same mold as those used in the MG launcher Sword Strike. So he's talking about the P Bandai Hobby online shop exclusive.
News regarding the AL Strike is on our site now. The remastered AL Strike RM, not remastered. I think it's just called RM if they're searching for it. And originally I think that release date was supposed to be around April, and then the Hobby magazines just released. They had a May release date, and now it might be pushed back into the beginning of June somewhere. Oh, okay. Sometimes June on some sites. So it's going to come sometime in the next couple months. I'm really excited about it, actually. And of course, with a new kit like that, Bandai is putting on their little online store the Stryker Action Pack. And people are wondering if it's the same one as the one that was released previously with the with the Launcher Strike Gundam. And I don't know yet. I'm thinking probably not, simply because the mold for this kit might be different. The AL Strike is an older kit, the original, and now we're at 10 years removed from that, and there's going to be new engineering for the new remastered version. So it's possible that the sword pack is different from the one you can purchase already. But I cannot confirm that until I get everything in my hands here sometime by June. So once we get that kit,
you will know.
We will show it on the show and we'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next is from FAL. Ryan, you should do an enamel wash when you fully paint the kit just to make it look a little more used. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Enamel wash is easy.
Yeah, you're well on your way to Plamo enlightenment.
The Zen of Plamo.
Meditating. Glad you are trying different techniques to add realism. That's the best part of the hobby. Yeah, and I must say it's fun, and I want to
try new things.
Yeah, that's my job. Yeah, try newbie things.
Try newbie things. Try things like newbies.
Yes. Next is Aussie Orcborn 1. That's pretty good. That's a good name.
Yeah.
These.
But it might have been taken. That's why I had to put a 1 on it.
Yeah, probably.
I want to be Aussie Orcborn, but it's taken, so I got to be Aussie Orcborn.
It's probably some guy in WoW
999
or something. Like in WoW, there's probably like 30 guys running
true.
around. Hey guys, great vid as always. While I've already got the version car waiting to be put together for the Shinanju. I was kind of wondering about which unicorn to get. I mean specifically between the full armor unicorn or the red frame OVA version. Both are really nice, but I'm only getting one. Any suggestions? Well,
they're not really the same kit. I mean, they are the same kit when it comes to the unicorn. The base mobile suit is the same, but the full armor has all of those accessories.
Crazy.
6 Gatlings and 2 shields and 2 bazookas and missile pods. Like, if you want to build all that stuff, then get the full armor version, of course. But if you just want to build a unicorn for the unicorn's sake to go with your Shinanju version car, then just get the OVA and save yourself a couple thousand yen and quite a bit more in shipping. Because I mean, the full armor unicorn box is just, it's monstrous.
Yeah, there was some questions about shipping on the version car, the Shinanju.
Yeah.
But I didn't bring them in here because it's hard to know. And if you really need to ask a question about shipping, email products@hlj.com.
Or questions at HLJ.
Yeah. Those guys know a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, they have all the spreadsheets and databases that they need to get that information. So
yeah, we're kind of useless for that. Sorry. We're just here for the pretty faces.
Really?
Yeah. Yes,
really? Then they chose the wrong person.
Next is Gunpla Gamer. Oh yeah, this is just an explanation about Girls und Panzer.
Oh good, because I was wondering about that.
Okay, so he says, Girls und Panzer is about girls who take tankery in high school.
I wish I could take tankery in high school. That would be awesome.
I was from South Africa, we wouldn't get any tankery going on.
Yeah, did you even have tanks down there?
Yeah, we have tanks. We make tanks.
Okay.
They go to school on this huge aircraft carrier and dock only for tank matches.
Tank matches.
That's awesome.
Again, I'm intrigued.
I'm really loving this. It's actually quite a well done anime, not particularly girly anime actually, which is good, but sometimes the girly anime can get sugary sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I was going to say, I'm in this situation right now at home with the girly anime, because my daughter, she's old enough to watch all the cartoons and stuff. Pretty Cure and Aikatsu and Pretty Rhythm and all these like dance type girly games. And now she's picked up this habit of trying to like giggle like those characters. And I'm like, stop. Just stop right now. You're not allowed to laugh like that anymore. It's kind of funny, but kind of worrying.
Break that habit. Break that habit. He continues, definitely worth checking out a few episodes. I'm thinking on picking up my favorite team, Aksan. Uncle-san?
Uncle.
Like uncle, the thing you eat?
Or the fish?
The fish? Oh, yeah. But too many people Gunpla coming out. Too many Gunpla coming out and rather get them instead.
Yeah, that's the
but great anime.
Age-old problem.
I can't speak today. Definitely check it out. Crunchyroll, you can view the episodes. And actually, quite a number, I think about 10 people actually commented that they're enjoying the anime. So I'm actually more interested now.
Yeah, I'll have to view the whole episode.
Maybe I get it.
I did watch a little bit in the middle of like one evening. Like I think it was 1 in the morning. It was on television. So I kind of caught it.
Next is from Razor188. Razor? Who's Jim? Jim is the IT department.
He's the IT director,
yeah.
He's also a modeler. He does a lot of resin kits, airbrushing and whatnot. Very good.
If you watch Toy Tengoku, that Black Widow, that's his.
Yeah.
So he's an avid collector.
Yeah.
And Ryan, are you going to dry brush the battle damage? I am, actually. I am.
Yeah.
So we will
kind of
look forward to that. Now, just to pimp Brian's show, he does do the dry brushing in depth. Yeah, so if you're really interested in dry brushing from a pro, before I get at it, check out what he's been doing.
Learn from the right source.
Yeah. You can make mistakes with me. Next is Kunai Crazy. Excellent, entertaining and informational videos. That's what we aim for, Sid.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to explain and compare the two Shinanju kits. How about the launcher and sword parts? Will you have that available for pre-order?
And that goes back to the Ale Strike Remastered. And if that is a online shop exclusive, then no, we're not going to have that on our site. Unfortunately.
No. Complain to Bandai. Send them an email. Cruise. Hello, Sid and Ryan. Love your show. Keep up the good work. First off, I want to know if the MG Shinanju Stein hands would fit on the version car or the OVA Shinanju.
The answer is no, unless you do modifications to the wrist section.
Okay.
The wrist section on the Shinanju version car and OVA, which is the same, is designed to take just that little kind of ball joint plastic from the wrist part of the hands, but the Stein, it's designed to take a different shaped kind of like ball and socket. That's just for those molded hands. Okay. So they won't work without some kind of modification. It's worth a try though.
He goes on. What PG Gundam would you guys recommend to build? I have built a few MG and Zoids, but now I feel like I can build a PG. Which one is good one to buy? Thank you and keep up the good work.
The Strike. The Strike's the best PG there is, and one of the cheapest ones. I always say that. You know, you can get the 20,000 yen riser or red frame or the Strike Freedom, or you can get, you know, I think it's 12,000 yen and just get the Strike when you're testing out. Like, it's your first experience with one, maybe you go with one that's a little less expensive. It all depends also on how comfortable you are building and which suit you like. Like now that they have the Strike, I would do that, but I would also be interested in the Strike Rouge, which is the same kit with the backpack and different colors. Like, you have options.
Listen to Sid.
Pick which suit you like and go from there.
Yeah. Zephyrantis. Hey Sid and Ryan, great show. Now that you mentioned anime on the show, I have a few questions. Have you ever watched anime?
I've never watched anime ever. What's anime?
I don't know, Sid. People keep talking about it here in Japan, but I just haven't caught it.
Okay.
Secondly,
I've heard there's something called manga too.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is.
It's not anima, is it?
Anima? Have you ever had an anima?
I won't answer that on camera. If you did, what was your first one?
My first anima?
Yeah. When was your first anime, Sid?
Going back to anime. The first one I watched is Akira, I believe.
Okay.
Way back when. What about you, Ryan?
Ghost in the Shell, the movie.
Oh, nice.
That was an awesome movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think I watched Akira and Ghost in the Shell kind of at the same time.
Yeah. They're around the same time. Yeah, that's a good one too, Ghost in the Shell. That hit a lot of switches for people. Watch Ghost in the Shell, become interested in Japan. Yeah. I
was disappointed kind of with anime in Japan because I'd seen Ghost in the Shell, Akira, you know, Ninja Scrolls.
And then you came here and nobody's running around with swords.
Well, no. I mean, the anime here, like the more popular anime, doesn't have that kind of emotional weight.
True.
You know.
True.
So I was kind of surprised. I thought everything would have that kind of gravitas.
Yes, but at the same time, when we watch it over in Canada or South Africa, when you first see it, you're seeing like probably the movie. You're not seeing the series. When you come here, the series is the big thing, and it's not got the same kind of depth as a movie has. You know, they only have 20 or 30 minutes to put it in. But
and finally asks, are you currently watching one, and what is your favorite?
What are you watching these days?
I've been watching Sword Art Online, which is basically an anime of an MMO. And it's actually been very well received, and I am enjoying it.
Yeah,
it's like these kids trapped in a. You kind of connect to the internet and play this MMO, but someone hacks it.
Dungeons and Dragons way back when, the original cartoon that was based on a Dungeons and Dragons game.
But it's fun and enjoyable. And yourself?
I just finished watching one called Vivid Red Operation, and that's it only lasted for 3 months. It's over now. March 29th was the last episode. But basically, there's these. It's hard to explain. You know, there's these schoolgirls.
Surprise, surprise!
Surprise! Japan schoolgirls. Actually, this one, you know, it airs at like 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays, and I usually see it when I'm.
Is it a naughty one?
And it's not naughty or anything like that, but they do have these shots, and the uniforms that these girls in the future wear are kind of short and revealing, and they have the upper angle shot, show the curvature of their behind, things like that. But basically, yeah, the world was saved 5 years prior from an energy problem by some magic thing. Yeah. Then the aliens came, and now they gotta fight off the aliens. These schoolgirls who have this some kind of something that transforms them. It's a suit they kind of put on. And they can fly.
It's not Strike Witches or something.
No. Well, it's the same kind of guy actually. I think the same director who was involved in Strike Witches also did the Vivid Red operation. And while I think
knows more than me,
I think the anime in some ways is kind of campy, and I do like the art direction. I think it's drawn really, really well. When I first tuned into it, it was this gigantic battle on this plane and this explosion and like just how it was drawn. I was like, wow, okay, this is a good anime. I can get into this.
Actually, that's what I'm surprised. Like I've watched 3 or 4 animes recently, and even if the stories were weak, the animation is just insane.
Yeah.
Like, those guys really have their stuff together.
Yeah.
But that's questions.
Okay.
I'll just promote our blog, HobbyLink TV, Facebook page, other Facebook page. What else? And YouTube. So like us, share us, tweet us.
Yeah, good.
Do what you have to do.
This month we see not only the new Master Grade, the Jesta, which is all new model. It's not a remake of a Rezel or a Unicorn or Shenanigans. It's all new, baby. So people are excited for that. And that comes in 2 weeks' time. And in 3 weeks, we're going to have the real grade Jesta. And that looks really, really good. We'll bring it on the show. We'll talk about it. And then we'll do our real grade episode.
Awesome.
So you can look forward to all those in the next few weeks.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
See ya.